So the rumor is when you pulled into Fort Worth, I don't know, 200 or 300 years ago, back in the colonization time when Fort Worth was still developing, there was a Mexican Inn. And that was the first place you'd stay at, and there'd be a Latino man and a donkey. He'd be out in the middle of a field, and he'd spot you, and he would guide you in to what was known as the Mexican Inn. And if you go to the Mexican Inn on Camp Bowie, there's an article on the wall that talks about this man and his donkey, and he would be right there in the field before Fort Worth to guide you in to make sure that you made it safely into the fort, which was Fort Worth, and that you made it to the Mexican Inn where you could stay, you get some food, maybe stay the night. And they have a Mexican Inn somewhere around here, which we're not in Fort Worth yet, we're in Richland Hills, but they have a few of them. So they've got a history to them. No, they really do.
I know. I'm sure they do.
I mean, this is the rumor. I don't know if it's historical fact, but I think it's supposed to be true. It was a Mexican Inn. And there she blows, Mexican Inn right here. But I don't see a donkey anywhere. A Latino man with a donkey to lead you into Fort Worth. But that's the rumor. And this is a little Mexican Inn. This is probably a newer one. All of them are older.
Like
so this
40, 50 years old.
Yeah, this is one that's actually in North Richland Hills. I guess we'll just park right here. Might as well just park right in front.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going to try out some of their chips.
Yay.
And salsa.
Let's change our shirts.
You want to change your shirts? All I have to do is take this shirt off.
Okay, take it off.
You want to, I mean, not the whole shirt, but I mean, I could take you're talking about the work shirts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have two. You have a patio section right here?
We do, but we don't have seating over there. We use
Oh, okay.
for our to-go, our like DoorDashes and stuff.
Oh, I see, yeah. This is saying it's Tijuana, Mexico. It's like an old cartoon kind of painting. It's like almost like cheap Fritos or something.
Fritos.
It's like a Frito style kind of like.
Sauce is pretty good.
It does taste like Fritos, though. If you like Frito. It's basically like Mexican Inn.
No, just take a water.
Okay, water for now.
I don't care if it has a lemon or lime.
You got it. I'll grab y'all 2 waters.
And then a Wallace drink. Okay. Rum and Coke.
rum and coke. You want me to get a rum and coke? You got it.
Not him, just me.
It's established in 1936, so I don't know if the rumor is actually true or not. About maybe that particular Mexican Inn was part of the rumor that was downtown Fort Worth.
That's too expensive for me.
Ooh, they have burritos. And a create a combo too, right here. Cheese enchilada. Oh, and they have lunch. Oh, they do have a history right here. Yep, it was a colorful and free-spirited man. Came to the city and brought with him a special brand of pride Oh, and Independence. Oh, hi. Thank you.
Oh, here. What's some of the cheese? Oh, yeah. Take one more. That is good.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That is good. She's the one I met in the restaurant. That was a long shake, sweetie.
Oh, his name was Tiffin Hall. Only 20 years old. He was already skilled gambler. Okay, so soon Tiffin had established gambling halls and scheduled corners throughout his new hometown. He was a quiet man. Even then, dignified, well-dressed, and soft-spoken. And friends recalled that an aura of good fortune, an aura of good fortune and mysteries surrounded him. It's pretty interesting. In 1936, Tiffin the gambler entered the world of legitimate business when his first Mexican cafe opened. Okay. Those doors at the 5th and Commerce Street in downtown building, already 50 years old. From the beginning, he was insisted upon courteous service and fresh home-cooked food. On a good day, in the 1930s, the restaurant receipts might total only $25, but rumors spoke of much greater amounts accumulated each night when gamblers gathered. Okay, so it started with gambling. This guy named Tiffin Hall, he started it in 1920, and it was a place for them to gamble. Okay, so it says here, wary of traditional advertising, Tiffin commissioned a family pet burro named Star to generate, I guess that's interest in the new cafe. So he had a pet. A pet burro. That's like a donkey. So there is some truth to it. Yes, he had a pet burro, which is like a donkey. And he was dressed in a banner reading "Mexican Inn Cafe, Mexican food, exclusively. Follow me to the Mexican Inn." So there was a guy that really did that. Follow me to the Mexican Inn, and turned loose somewhere downtown. He would find his way back to the side door of the restaurant, and I guess that's and beg for tortillas. So the burro would come in and beg for tortillas. The police would be compelled to arrest him for being on the street without a permit. Again and again, the exploits of Star, which is the burro, amused the citizenry and frustrated authorities. Tiffin laughed that he and Star were on the same side of the law. 1973, on the day of Tiffin's funeral, the Fort Worth Star-Telegram wrote a fitting epitaph to his life. They closed the 3 Mexican Inns today as a gesture of respect for Tiffin Hall, one of the most colorful characters Fort Worth ever produced. Hall would have chuckled over the label and denied it, but it fits the man who came here penniless and made a fortune. A man who associated with the most notorious killers of the past 50 years. He probably hung out with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and outlawed them all. A man who stalked. Well, he probably would have been too young to hang out with them. I think they were like right after. I have to find out when they died. Stalked the big gamblers and always came out a winner. This is pretty interesting. So his name was Tiffin Hall, and he had a burro named Star. So it's actually somewhat true. The rumor is actually true. Yeah, a burro. A burro's like a donkey. Linda just found out that Mexican Inn is actually owned also by Spring Creek Barbecue. That's a bug?
I don't know. What's it look like?
I can't tell if it's part of the glass.
Oh.
Oh, wow, you're right. Maybe it's part of the drink. I don't know. A little bit of time, like just a few,
Absolutely no
just a little bit.
Take it.
So this one looks much better.
Shabanas tortillas?
Actually, that one looks more clean. That's a way to get a free drink. I was thinking like Linda could come in, bring like a little bag of bugs, and just put the bug in the corner of the drink right here. Okay, show me what you're gonna show me.
I was thinking about getting the Mexican cafe dinner.
Okay, so it's the Mexican cafe dinner. So it's one cheese enchilada with chili con carne and one chicken enchilada with sour cream and sauce, and one beef enchilada with, what is that, chili con queso, and one tamale with chili con, what's it say? Oh, con carne.
Chili con carne.
And then served with Mexican rice and refried beans. You say carne?
Chili con carne.
Con carne, okay.
Carne means chicken.
Oh, so sorry. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
What are we doing now?
Oh, those are for the, some people like to have the plates with tortillas.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate
I've been
it.
here before.
Oh, welcome.
Okay, thank you.
I have. I've been to the one in Fort Worth.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one's a little bit different than some of the downtown ones. We have a little bit expanded menu, so it's just a little bit different.
That's when I found out about Star, the burro, the donkey,
Yeah,
and the man Tiffin Hall.
Yeah.
But in my imagination, from reading it a long time ago, I blew it up as being way older than the 1920s. It started in the 1920s.
Yeah.
I was thinking like in the middle 1800s, but it's actually 1920s.
But back then, if a town had one well,
Right. It's still a big deal.
It
Like
was
in the
a big deal.
1920s, yeah. He had this like little side kick.
Yeah.
That was Star the donkey.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he'd, the whole thing is on the back left, right?
Yeah. I've been reading it. right here. The whole
We
story.
have our own YouTube page, so
He talked about this because I live in Carrollton. He moved back here.
I moved to Fort Worth. But the one in Fort Worth,
So the other day, I'm like, hey, what's freaking Mexican head? I'm sick of on the border.
Yeah, the one that I found was in Cambodia, and there was like a plaque on the wall. So I guess it's been a while since I revamped on the rumor, but it is cool that he made a fortune with Mexican Inn.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like Ozark. this was his legal thing that he did
Oh, because he was gambling.
because
Yeah.
he ran a gambling hall upstairs.
Yeah. I was reading that he was actually a big gambler.
And then he would always mess with, and like his donkey was unlicensed, and like technically you're supposed to have donkeys.
And they would arrest the donkey.
Yeah, so they would arrest the donkey every night. They would say, "Follow me for free tortillas."
Because the donkey would make his way back to the actual. Yeah, okay. That's interesting because he wanted the tortillas.
Yes.
So you just follow the donkey. That was the rumor, that you follow this donkey to the Mexican Inn. And that was the first thing you did when you got to Fort Worth. You found that donkey and then you went to the Mexican Inn.
That's it.
That's what I heard. No, yeah, they actually give you tortillas. A lot of places don't do this. These are actually corn tortillas.
Ooh.
Right here.
Hold on.
There's a little put a little butter on it right here.
How do you know they actually wash these?
They wash them, sweetie. I watched them do it
A
earlier.
lot of people don't wash baskets.
Baskets? They would put a liner in there. Although there was a bug. But that's common, that happens.
No, at Cheddar's, you get too lazy, they would
I'm gonna
wash
put that
those
bug in the
metal
vlog, too.
pans, and they just throw biscuits on top of it. I think that's unsanitary.
Oh, you're saying that they don't wash that?
I don't know.
Oh, they wash it.
It needs to be at least a piece of
Lynn-
paper
Lynn is
underneath there,
sometimes
like
a clean freak.
parchment paper.
Are you swatting it?
Yeah, we do wash ours, but yeah, we don't put anything in there. We never have. Surprisingly, yeah, we don't. I don't know. That is kind of, a good thought, but
Yeah.
you would think we would, but no, we didn't.
Is it the Mexican Cafe dinner?
I don't know. You told me.
Yes, that's what.
Yes, that's what we're sharing. We're gonna need plates though that we're gonna
You got
share.
it. No, I'll try with those. Those little plates are okay? Yeah, you got it. I'll grab those menus
Thank you
out
so
of the
much.
way.
So Linda's saying that the silverware is actually really decent, and we really like these glasses right here that actually say Mexican Inn.
They're cleaner than a lot of
Right
restaurants.
here.
Put it that way.
Probably could, even so it says when it was established in 1936, exactly 100 years right after the Alamo. During the Dust Bowl too. The guy made a fortune right after the Dust Bowl because he was a gambler. And the restrooms actually are really cool too, because you have your own place where you can shut the door and use the restroom. This is anyway, you can sit there. Oh, here. And they're really high on the. That's pretty cool. Kind of like how this faucet turns on too. Pretty cool. This one's a little bit cooler too. Linda took a little break. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Did you go in the restrooms? The restrooms are really cool.
Yeah. Did you see the seats?
Yeah, my faucet had like a weird way of turning on. Like the way the water flew out of it was kind of different. We're going back to the table. It's called the Mexican Inn. You remember what it's called?
It's okay.
The name of it? The Mexican Inn.
Mexican.
Yeah, I do when I saw that. Two little
Oh,
plates
okay.
for you.
Yeah, the waitress came in and told us finally it's Mexican Cafe Dinner is what it was. So it's a series of enchiladas.
Look, it's like an eyelash or a gray hair or something.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Let's just see. This is the tamale.
That's the tamale right there.
This should be the chicken sour cream. Should be the beef with chili con carne.
Right. So it's 4 different ones.
Yeah,
What's that one called?
that's the beef chili con carne. That's the chicken with sour cream. That's the tamale.
And then rice too. A little bit of rice. It's like turns into like a little child play kind of thing.
This is plenty of food for.
Oh, I know. It's like a feast right there. Anyway.
Remember the white cheese is the.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna try a bite here. This is actually the refried beans. So the one with the sour cream on it, which one is that one?
That's a chicken.
That's the actual chicken?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have
The
a
sour
beef.
cream one.
We have a beef, chicken, and tamale. So it's pretty much all beef. So that means we gotta eat chicken tomorrow.
Oh, we're eating chicken tomorrow? It's actually pretty good. I would say it's better than the average enchilada. So you're actually doing this is like the main plate. These are little side plates that we're using.
Alright.
But no spoon for the salsa, but you could probably take a chip and kind of just throw some of the here. This is what kind of looks like on a smaller plate. Right here. Pretty good. I don't think it's too bad. It kind of reminds me of like home cooking, like enchiladas from like, you know, like home style enchiladas. Put a little bit of like sauce on top of mine right here. Here, taste this bite right here. When you're done, you're still chewing. Here, I'll blow on it. No, taste this and see what you think. Pretty good. Is that the tamale? Can't tell.
That's a tamale.
It's not the tamale?
Like the beef?
That is the tamale.
Yeah, because the texture. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it actually is the tamale. So they actually have a tamale with the, it's the Mexican dinner. It's actually dinner.
A couple of restaurant places.
Right. So there's some ideas. Right.
It's been on a couple of places. It's a dive, but it's very unique.
I'll check it out.
Like crazy things.
Italian
on
in. Right.
Italian in, and then the Grease Monkey in Wilmington is kind of new.
Oh, okay.
It's a really cool place.
Campo Verde or something like that.
Verde.
Campo Verde.
Verde means green.
It means green.
But then the Grease Monkey is kind of new, but it's a cool
I've heard
place
of
in
that.
Wilmington.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
So, and it has live music and stuff. So
What town? That's Arlington, right?
yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, I met the guy that was one of the founders.
One of the owners.
He wrote Fast and Loud.
No, that's a different one.
No,
Okay, this is a different one.
Restaurant, not the hot
Oh, what am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Grease Monkey Garage or something like that.
Is it Grease Monkey Garage? This
Fast
or
and
Gas
Loud.
Monkey?
Gas Monkey.
Gas
That's what it is.
Grease Monkey is different than Gas Monkey.
Gas
Okay.
Monkey's in Dallas, and it's more of a bar, and like
Right.
they'll have like iced tea.
So Grease Monkey is completely different.
Yes.
Okay. And that's Arlington.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So another good idea is get a lime, put it on the enchiladas right here. That's like more of the beef enchilada. You can really taste the difference between the two.
What kind of ground beef do they use? So 80-20, 85-15, 73-20.
Oh, you mean like if it's 80-20 ground beef?
don't know if
That's getting pretty detailed. I don't know if they would have that in the actual menu. I would say it kind of reminds me of El Phoenix, but it's actually a cafe. That's what he was trying to say, is that they're Mexican cafe, and they make all their meat and chicken at one time, and then they stir it throughout the day, and they even try to degrease, if that's a word. Is that a word, sweetie? Mm-hmm. They try to degrease the actual meat. I guess they drain it. He said they drain the meat onto like on some kind of device or something. They drain the meat throughout the day so it doesn't have as much grease. Because Linda was concerned if it was 80-20 hamburger meat or do you think it was hamburger meat or ground beef? Ground beef is what you call it?
Yeah, ground beef.
Yeah, ground beef to see if...
Ground rounds 80-20.
To see if it was, 80-20 or the thing. He was really nice, though, the manager there. What was his name? Jason, yeah. The manager there was really nice. I told him about our show and everything. And he gave me some ideas about some other vlogs, which I thought was really nice. A lot of people don't even really do that ever, for me especially. And he gave me this napkin and some really good restaurants on this napkin right here. He got this one right here, which is called Campo Verde. And then Italian Inn. Oh, Verde. I'm sorry.
Means green.
And going to one of my favorite places, Burger King. Just joking. Burger King employee hit me one time. This is actually a true story. And then this one right here, which is Grease Monkey, which I thought was Gas Monkey, which is not the same. Grease Monkey is different, and it's in Arlington. He said, you got to check these restaurants out. So this might be something I maybe look for future vlogs for restaurants. And I'll put that down there. All right. So one thing I wanted to say about the Please Subscribe show is the reason I like the title, and I chose that title, even though it's just on my account name, but it's also a show, is because it gives you an action. Please subscribe, right? Please subscribe. So it's the Please Subscribe show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It tells you what to do.
Get around this 18-wheeler, please.
Oh, this guy right here.
Come on, step on it, Grandpa.
Yeah, but look at the traffic. Want to step on it?
Get around him, or do you want to be stuck behind him? You make a choice on your own.
Anyway, please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
To the show.
To the show.
What kind of bug do you think it was? Because I touched the glass where the bug was, and it was squishy.
It was squishy because it was wet.
Oh, you think the bug was wet?
Yeah.
That's why it was squishy?
Yeah.
Okay. So what type of bug do you think it was?
I think it probably was from the lime, but it was on the other side.
Oh, it was a bug that was maybe attracted to the lime.
That's what I'm thinking.
I see. I see.
What kind of bug it was.
So maybe...
Definitely wasn't a roach. It wasn't a squirrel.
Well, no, it wasn't a squirrel. We would have known. We would have known if it was a squirrel. But I'm thinking... I don't think it was a gnat.
Flat and curly. I don't think so. It was a mama gnat.
A mama gnat? Maybe the mama gnats are bigger? It was the queen gnat. The queen gnat. Sounds like a song. Queen gnat. Queen gnat. Come on, Linda. Queen gnat. Come on, Linda. Queen gnat. Well, Queen gnat landed on my rum and coke. Yeah, we were at the Mexican Inn learning about Tiffin Hall and the burro, the star donkey that took that gambler to fame. Queen gnat. Queen gnat. Well, I was sitting in the Mexican Inn, and a queen gnat landed on my rum and coke. I said, a queen gnat landed my rum and coke. Go, Linda. Go, Linda. Come on, Linda. I got the snapping going on.
I don't care. I'll give you the finger.
Queen gnat.
Yeah, queen gnat.
Queen gnat.
Queen gnat. She said hello. Leave me alone. Otherwise, you'll be alone. Sleep in your own bed. Mind your own business.
Queen Nat.
Illness.
Queen
Your
Nat.
best.
Landing on my rum and coke. I don't know. I thought it
What kind of Coke are we
deserved
talking about tonight?
rum and coke.
Rum and Coke?
What you were drinking?
No, it was Diet Coke. Get it right.
Oh, it's rum and Diet Coke?
Yeah. It's Diet
That's not like you.
Yes, it is. And
To
it
drink-
had ice too. You could have fell on the ice.
To drink
I saw that server. like,
rum-
scoop up and go.
And Diet Coke?
Yes.
Hmm.
Gotta cut the calories somewhere.
Queen Nat.
Drive
Queen Nat.
forward.
All right. I gotta drive.
Forward. Bye. Forward. Bye.